Championship round 33 is in the books. It's been a while, so here are some hot takes. Team of the round, Leeds United. Leeds picked up an 8th straight championship victory this weekend, winning 2-0 down at Plymouth. Since the streak began back on New Year's Day, Leeds' record in a perfect 2024 so far reads played 8, won 8, drawn none, lost none, goals scored 19, goals conceded 1, points 24. This latest victory was reasonably straightforward after Willie Gnonto's 5th goal in his last 5 games in all competitions rewarded an excellent first half performance. Plymouth were far more competitive in the second half, but Jorginho Ruter's goal made things safe as the game went into the final 20 minutes. This type of run understandably tends to have a huge impact on a team's season. Just last year, Burnley started a magnificent 10-game winning streak in second place with just a 2-point promotion cushion. They ended it with a 17-point promotion cushion and could freewheel their way to the title. This very season, Leicester went early with a 9-game winning streak leading up to the end of October that gave them a 14-point promotion cushion just 14 games into the season. Leeds' winning run has been similarly impactful. At the start of it, they were back in 4th place and on the chase. They're now in 2nd place, and the 8 games has seen them gain 8 points on both Leicester and Southampton and 12 on Ipswich. The Leeds super streak has redrawn the battles in the promotion race. If they keep it up significantly longer, we might just be looking at the key moment in the unfolding of this season's extraordinary fight to reach the Premier League. Player of the round, Josh Sargent, Norwich City. Context is everything in football. Take Norwich's striker Josh Sargent as a key example. The US international arrived in summer of 2021 with Norwich back in the Premier League, and this time able to spend a little bit of money on players to try and help them survive. By the end of the season, Norwich were relegated, rock bottom of the table, and the summer splash on Sargent, Chollis, Rasica, Kabak and Gilmore was seen as a massive failure in recruitment. Fast forward 18 months and the context has flipped, unimaginably so, as Sargent is now seen as the vital component in the Canaries' attempt to get themselves back into the Premier League. Sargent started the season with 4 goal contributions in his first 4 games before an injury in late August saw him sit out almost an entire 4 months of the campaign. He returned at the very end of 2023 and has picked up exactly where he left off, banging in 7 goals in his last 8 championship appearances. Aside from 10 goals in 13 appearances this season, Norwich with Sargent are an entirely different proposition to Norwich without Sargent. While the American was out injured, Norwich picked up just 24 points in 20 games. While he's been fit and playing, Norwich have picked up 27 points in just 13 games. That is 1.2 points per game without Sargent, 2.07 points per game with him. And the brutal points-based maths says that Norwich are 72% better with Josh Sargent in their team. With the Canaries in the thick of the playoff chase, they want to keep their key man in the thick of the action. Talking point of the round, the Sunderland Sulk. Pretty much every Saturday, my social media timeline will get filled with examples of the same hyper-viral championship football clip of the day. This weekend's instalment was the substitution of Sunderland fullback Trey Hume, who exited his side's game at Birmingham in the 87th minute. That wasn't the story though, as Hume was seen to offer a handshake to his manager Mick Beale, who seemed to ignore his player, and of course, all hell then broke loose. As with many fallouts in life, the thing that appears to be the issue is not actually the issue, and there are several other layers of suspicion that need to be peeled back to understand this reaction. You see, Mick Beale has rightly or wrongly become a bit of a lightning rod for football fans' dislike, and this latest episode will be added to his charge sheet in the court of public opinion. QPR fans will tell you Beale promised them the earth and then did a runner to Rangers. Fans of the Glasgow club will tell you he was a failure at Ibrox, while suspicious Sunderland fans see Beale as the guy that their trigger-happy ownership replaced the highly likeable Tony Mowbray with. Now, add in the extra ironic wrinkle that Sunderland had surrendered a lead and were about to lose to a Birmingham side managed by none other than Tony Mowbray. Beale tried to pour water on the issue post-match by saying he didn't see Hume and that he'd apologised. He's got a way to go, though, to improve his approval rating with the Black Cats fans. Loanee of the round, EK Ugbo, Sheffield Wednesday. Although it flips and flops from week to week, the longer-term pattern in the chase for championship survival is that the tide is rising at the bottom. Yes, Rotherham do look dead and buried at the foot of the table, but both Sheffield Wednesday and QPR are in the bottom three, but very much not functioning like relegation candidates in recent times. A point per game will normally see you to safety across a championship season, and QPR are well above that lately with 22 points in their past 16 games. Wednesday can go one better with 23 in 16. Obviously, those runs started before the transfer window, but both sides have attempted to add goals in January, and Wednesday might have found a real solution with EK Ugbo's arrival on loan from Troyes in the French second tier. Ugbo is doing double duty on loan in the Championship this season, having spent the first half of the campaign at Cardiff, scoring 4 goals in 20 league games. The good news for Wednesday is he's already 1 away from that total for the Owls after his double in the win against Birmingham and the opener in yesterday's key victory at Millwall. Here's the issue though, as Ugbo also had a fast start at Cardiff with 3 of his 4 goals coming in his first 5 games, including 1 against Sheffield Wednesday. At risk of being overly simplistic, teams are at the bottom of any league because they don't make enough good chances and they give up far too many. The value of having someone who can put away what service he gets down at the bottom is priceless. Let's see if Ugbo can maintain his hot start second time around.